Hey guys, Ben from H2 Grow here. Just going to do a bit of a review on the Case Farmall 90m. We ordered these tractors, I've got two of them, about 2 years ago now, so it's taken a while for them to get here. This one's got 50 hours on it now, so we've got a bit of experience in it. And I wish I had a video like this when I was ordering it and waiting for it and whatever, just so I could see what they were like. But yeah, we'll run through a few things that we like and don't like, and start it up and have a look around, and yeah, let's go. So I'll start off with the wheel gear. So I ordered this tractor with 340 85 38s on the back and 280 85 28s on the front. They couldn't set the centers at exactly 64 inches with this tractor and this wheel gear, which is a big problem because all of our bed formers, planters and other bits and pieces are all set on 64 inches. So this was going to go back in, and they were going to suck it in and build some spaces to get it right. So that was a bit of a letdown. So if you're looking for 64 inches on this wheel gear, just make sure that your dealer knows that they're probably going to have to build some spaces. So yeah, AR, Agricultural Requirements, and Gatton have been nothing but helpful. They didn't quite understand, I think, what we were planning to do with this machine. So this needs to be exactly 64 inches. It's fitted with 2 centimeter GPS with auto steer. So this is the machine that's pulling up our beds and doing our planting. So very important that it's spot on. So to the rear end on this machine, I ordered this tractor before I'd even seen what they look like. This obviously is a new model now, and there's not a lot of them getting around, which is sort of the purpose of this video, but a little bit lighter in the rear end than I probably would have liked. I don't think it's going to be a problem, and we always order our tractors. We like to go to the lower end of the horsepower range in that model range. The theory being that the lower horsepower machines have still got the same gearbox, rear ends, axles, etc. that the bigger horsepower models have. So theoretically, 90 horsepower shouldn't knock this machine around. The hydraulics are brilliant. It's got one hydraulic pump. I think it's 82 liters a minute. I'll have to check that. Yeah, you set that. So when we were doing that scoop work, it was it had run on 3-point linkage, and you just set it, and you could just up down and drive around, and it would hold perfectly at exactly the same height every time. No drift or anything like that. So yeah, no, very, very happy with the hydraulics. 3 remotes, that's standard. All right, so just pop the hood on the Farmall 90m. Have a bit of a look around. Love that that's so easy to get to. Probably could have been orientated maybe a bit better. Obviously, you're cutting down quite a bit of flow into your intercooler and radiator and bits and pieces there, but it definitely does not run hot. It runs nice and cool. I quite like these little guards that are on here. Super easy to get off. It's just a twist of the pin, and you're into there. Hydraulic filter, very easy to get to. So that's always a good thing. It's not an item that you replace too often. Fuel filter, also exceptionally easy to get to. Sorry, I had to put the camera down for a sec there. I couldn't remember how to do it. Yeah, look, easy to get to. Oil filter, I've got no idea why you would put probably the most serviceable item in the most annoying place ever upside down. I just down here would have been beautiful, but anyway, whatever. That's where the oil filter is. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, that's just a pet peeve of mine. Radiator fluid, very easy to check, or coolant I should say. Alternator right there. It's all easy to get to. Perfectly simple to check your oil on startup every morning, or however you want to do it. Okay, 3 steps up into the tractor. Nifty little opener there. It has got a buddy seat. or an instructor seat, or whatever you want to call it. This has got the seat cover on it. We were supposed to have a seat cover on the main seat, but unfortunately it hasn't come yet. So we'll just peel that off for a little bit more comfort. Yeah, so aircon vents at the top. Love that. Not blasting down on your knees. This has been fitted with a auto steering wheel. So it's the they couldn't. There wasn't a unit made specifically for this model, so this has been sort of adapted, if you like, to fit. It works brilliantly. We're seeing less than 2 centimeter accuracy. Yeah, we love it. You know, handy roof if you've got a loader on there, or you want to open it up and get some wind in your hair. Rear windows, simple. Yeah, nothing really scary there. This, you know, I wish that was a little compartment. I don't know if I pop these out, if there's something under there or something can go there. I've got no idea what's under there. What else is there with this tractor? Aircon controls in a super handy spot. This is my Pro 700 screen for the GPS. Yeah, so I won't talk too much about that because it's obviously, you know, you have to put that in. But interestingly, you can't. The tractor isn't wired into this. This is just doing the steering. So there's no. Like in the Maxims and stuff, you can have all of your other info up here. You can't do that with this machine. I don't know whether that's something that might come in down the track, but as of now you can't do that. Handy little pocket here. Put your phone or whatever you want in there. Stereo. The speakers are great. Stereo is good. The PTO is sort of in the standard spot. It has got auto PTO. Love your controls are all super handy right here. I'm a big one for just trying to have everything all within easy reaching distance. So you've also got, these are your gears up and down for your power shift. That's a clutch, so to do your range change. Starts nicely. So to adjust your steering wheel, it's actually a little foot pedal down here to pull your steering wheel up and down. Your dash is pretty simple. You've got your temp, your fuel, and your revs. I would have liked to have seen the revs as a digital readout as well. That's just a personal preference thing. I mean, I don't think it's important. Yeah, you can change a few bits and pieces on there to your liking, but that's the basics. So the interesting thing with this, this is a return lever, so you just knock it forward, and now that's in forward, and pull it back and let it go, and now we're in reverse. This is a button, so you hit the button, now we're back in neutral. So very simple. This is nice and smooth. For the shift, the gears are beautiful and smooth. The gearbox is really nice in this tractor. PDO adjustment. This tractor is also fitted with creepers, you'll notice here. So I haven't tested them out, but yeah, this tractor is fitted with creepers. So, you know, instead of having 16 forward reverse, we've got 32 forward and reverse gears, which yeah, I mean, you can never have too many gears in a tractor, can you? That's my theory anyway. So Pro 700 screen, loving this. It's very simple to use, works well for what we're doing. Yeah, we're loving that. So just a bit of an idea of the sound in here. I'm not too sure what that sounds like, but you should be able to hear that on the video. The other thing I got to mention just when I was talking about controls and bits and pieces is just the location of your remotes. It's all really nice and handy. They're all right there, and they're nice and smooth. They work very well. Overall, I mean, the cab is a nice place to as a workstation. It's very nice. It's very simple. You're not wondering where things are. It's all laid out for you. Simple, easy, and you know, the finishing's quite nice. You know, for a mid-spec tractor, you've got to remember that this is a Farmall, a mid-spec Farmall. You know, this isn't a Maxim. So you know, what we're seeing here, I guess, is you know, is reflective of the price. This is a relatively cheap tractor. Yeah, so now I just want to run over a few things that I don't like about this machine, and I'll go over a few things that I do like. Right, so the first thing that I don't like is the placement of the windscreen wiper. That is the dumbest place in history to put a windscreen wiper. It's right in your vision. Just, yeah, I don't understand who thought that was a good idea, because it's terrible. Other things, storage space in here, a little bit ordinary. You know, we are getting a bit picky, but if this is a tractor you were going to spend, you know, 1,000 or 2,000 hours a year in, like we are, that would get annoying. So, you know, aftermarket options might be something there. The biggest letdown of this tractor is the seat. It is an air seat, but it's terrible. There's no nice, polite way to put it. It sucks. It's uncomfortable, it's thin, it's just, yeah, I'm about 90 kilos, and yeah, it's not a comfortable seat. And I'm, you know, the cab size is okay. I'm 5'11", and I fit in here pretty well, but, you know, if you were sort of getting up 6'2" and, you know, 120 kilos, whew, yeah, I would not be keen on that. The other thing that I don't like is these stairs. They are so steep. Like, it's basically, it's a ladder. You know, it should have been kicked out a little bit. You've got space in here. I don't, you know, once again, just a design flaw. I don't know why that happened. The fuel tank is okay. It is pretty good on fuel. It's about 120 litres. And yeah, you know, we've done some reasonably heavy work with it, and yeah, you know, it wasn't chewing that out in a day, so I'm not sure what it's averaging. I'd have to check that, but for the different types of work. But yeah, the other thing that I don't like is how noisy it is in and out of the cab, especially inside the cab when you start getting those revs singing. You know, when we're doing, you know, bed work or whatever, it is a noisy tractor inside the cab. I'm not sure if that's something that can be sorted out at a later date, but yeah, that is probably my biggest. The seat and the sound are the two big pet peeves that I have with this tractor. But yeah, having said that, there is a few things that I do like about it, so I'll go over those now. Right, so the main thing that I did like about this tractor was the price. This is a very inexpensive tractor for what you're getting. So, you know, these things that I'm picking on, like I said, inside there, we have to take into account that it's not a Maxim. You know, it's a Farmall series tractor, it's a mid-spec tractor, and for a mid-spec tractor, it's awesome. You know, you've got your power shift, fantastic. Four-wheel drive, auto four-wheel drive works absolutely brilliantly. You've got your auto PTO. It's it works really well. I love the hydraulics in this tractor. They work very, very well. The placement of the controls that we went over up there, I love that. I think it's brilliant. They work exceptionally well, and I'm a huge fan. I love, even though we were saying before about where that air filter is located, I love how open this is in here. You know, would keep it so much cooler. I would think. I'm a huge fan of that. And the lights are fantastic. You'd have no worries at all working at night in this tractor. The lights work brilliantly. We've done a bit of night work in it to test those out. Yeah, there's really not too much else that really stands out that I love about it. Yeah, it's just a good mid-range tractor. So yeah, in conclusion, guys, like I sort of have said a couple of times now, for a mid-range tractor, or a fill-in tractor as we would call it, absolutely fantastic. I don't think you're gonna get any better on the market for what these are going for.